Hey guys, what's up? Casey and Brendan here for week 15 of our weekly Smash updates.
Give it up for week 15.
Oh my god.
Ding, 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 ding.
This is going on forever.
It is.
But, at first, we're going to start with the moon, which is an assist trophy from...
The actual moon.
It is the actual moon. He's very angry. He's going to smash into the planet, no pun intended, and then destroy everyone. But that's what he does in Majora's Mask.
I'm kind of sad he's not a playable character. You just smash into the stage and that's it.
So basically, he will just slowly get closer to the center of the stage, and once he hits, any opponents nearby will take massive damage.
Obviously, if you're playing on a smaller, like a Final Destination type stage, there's a lot less places to run. I kind of wonder if you're playing on Temple and Hyrule,
Where
you
does
just
he go?
to the bottom, or will he hit this exact center of the stage,
Yeah.
or like the top center? Like, am I okay the lower I go? It'll be kind of fun to see everyone panicking to try and get away. Kind of when Snorlax falls.
Yeah.
Everyone just runs away. So yeah, I like items, and I like to see how people react to that.
Strategy, you grab someone and hold onto them and throw them into the center of the stage right before the moon hits. Moving on, we have another fighter, Lucina, who is an Echo fighter for Marth.
She is anime sword user number 562.
But she has a different mechanic from Marth, just slightly. So with Marth, he does more damage at the tip of the sword, but Lucina does the same amount of damage regardless of where you hit with.
Yeah, so she's kind of a middle of the road. If you want to play as Marth, but you're not as good at spacing yet, and you just want to figure out the basics, Lucina's a good bet because she has pretty much all the similar moves as Marth. That means that just as Marth got updated for this version, her shield breaker can now be angled when it's straight up or down. Her Dancing Blade multi-attack now has a slower start, but it can be chained between the attacks a lot quicker, making it a better combo attack. And other than that, it's pretty much you're playing as Marth, but a girl who does a baseline damage all the way across.
But, and I did want to clarify, so Brendan, you told me earlier, her sword, even though it doesn't do as much damage as Marth's tip of the sword damage, it does do more damage than if you were to hit with any other part of Marth's sword.
Unless they've changed it since Melee 4, Smash 4, I think that's the case.
Yes. So, next up, now that we have finished talking about Lucina, we have a new track of music.
Yay!
Which is Battle, and in parentheses, Steven.
Who's Steven? I need to know.
Steven Stone is the champion of Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire and Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. So you fight him after the Elite Four. His music is very similar to the regular battle music, which is more intense.
So this was composed by Soshi Abe. He's actually a new composer for Nintendo. His very first composition was doing soundtracks for Breath of the Wild's DLC.
Oh.
Not even the main game, just the DLC. So this is his second gig, is doing Smash Ultimate music.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I really love it. So good job, dude. Next up, we have a returning stage, Brinstar, which is originally from Metroid.
Yeah, from Melee and then onwards. It kind of replaced the planet Zebes from the Smash 64 stage, but kept the acid. That is the very trademark of the stage, where the acid will rise and go back down. So it takes over the bottom part, or it goes even higher than that.
Yeah, and the acid does do a lot of damage, but it can also save you if you fall off the ledge and it happens to be there, because it'll throw you back up.
And then there's that kind of goo in the middle of the stage. You can attack or get damaged, and then it'll break into two sections, so align for more pitfalls. But yeah, if you play on the Final Destination stage, it's just the acid is just below, so you can't really fall onto it, but it never rises up either. Yeah, it's a fun stage.
So next up we have a brand new item, right? The
Yes,
Death Scythe. And basically,
not to be confused, Death Scythe, the Gundam wing robot.
This is literally just a Reaper Scythe, but it kind of works like the home run bat in that if someone is high enough damage, you can one-hit KO them. But with the Scythe, if you hit someone right before it actually does the impact, your opponent will glow in a shadowy kind of thing.
They showed in the direct a while back that when he approached the characters, they had a glowing purple-black tinge to them, making sure that they were KOable.
Yeah.
Well, I'm assuming it's going to be maybe 100%, maybe 150%, somewhere in that range.
We don't really know what it is
We'll find
yet.
out when we actually use it in battle.
But it's really cool that the item actually tells you when you can one-hit KO someone, so you know who to target, which is kind of mean.
And it's important to note that in the description for on the site, they mentioned that if you smash or tilt attack, So it doesn't need to
okay.
be a full-on smash attack. You can also just forward tilt, not jab, just forward like and attack at the same time.
Next up, we have a returning character from Brawl, Lucario.
Lucario!
And I love Lucario.
What is his deal? I don't get him.
You don't get Lucario?
I don't get him at all.
So I became a fan of Lucario after watching the 8th Pokemon movie, Lucario and the Mystery of Mew. And in this movie, we learn about the power of Aura. For example, one of his attacks is Aura Sphere, which is like Mewtwo's Shadow Ball. And it's just a big blue energy ball. And one of the cool things about Lucario is that the more damage he takes, the more damage his attacks do if they use Aura. But they basically all use Aura.
Bigger.
Yes.
And it is not to be confused with the rage mechanic that we talked about a couple episodes back, where the higher percent someone is, the more knockback they deal, but not damage. Lucario's the one who deals more damage and has a bigger radius of his aura-based attacks. I did notice that his forward smash is a little more improved. It has a little more range to it, and his down B, his kind of like counterattack, it used to take a while for him to like get into the actual retaliation, and now it's a little bit faster.
That's good.
But his up B takes a little bit longer, his recovery move. I've never really liked playing him because like he's super
floaty.
He's floaty, and his attacks are very straight. He either has very straight horizontal or very straight vertical, and I kind of like the slashier characters.
And another cool thing is that when Lucario builds up his Aura Sphere to max, if someone actually touches you, if you're high enough damage, it will hit them first. So if someone runs into you, it'll hit them if you're charging your Aura Sphere.
I noticed that the Aura Sphere kind of moves a little bit slower than it used to.
Really?
Yeah, so that might be good, might be bad. It depends if you want people to get caught up in that or not.
Yeah.
We'll
I
see.
mean, you can trip people up. So I guess that's all we have to talk about Lucario and all the other updates for Smash this week. For more Smash, more Nintendo, and everything else, stick here with IGN.